And so, yeah, they tend to rotate things around like that. So there's several sort of
All right, thank you.
Sure. Find them all, collect them. Pony hair.
So, a lot of people consider SpongeBob doing downhill lately, like a newer episode.
Point them out to me.
Do you have an opinion on that?
Well, in any long-standing show, there's going to be an evolution. Comedy is voracious in its appetite for new ideas, so you can't do the same things all the time. And you change writers occasionally, and sometimes things in cartoons, unfortunately, get verbose, get wordy, and they lose what a cartoon really is. When you get hit in the face with a frying pan, your face should take the shape of a frying pan, and instead of just talking, like King of the Hill. There's no reason why that show should be animated. It's a sitcom, it's a human sitcom. And so there is, like I say, an up and down sort of thing. Right now, though, with our writers, the shows we did before we started the movie, I saw a return to that simplicity, that abstract quality of animation, and I was much more pleased with the shows. But I have to give you chops. You're right on it. It did have a flow, and primarily, I believe, because of the preachy, the speaky things that we did. We got away from what SpongeBob really is. But keep watching movies. We'll get better.
Okay, my first question is for you. If you could voice any other character in the show, who would it be?
Well, I'm SpongeBob, but I'm not quite as versatile as Tom Kenny is. I like to think I am, but he's superb.
And I like Plankton also.
And my second question is for Squidward. If you had to spend a day with SpongeBob or Patrick, who would you choose? And what would you do?
Neither. That would be my choice.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, that's happiness for me.
Hi, Squidward, could you please demonstrate some of your interpretive dancing for us? Thank you.
I'm gonna make a gift.
There's a YouTube video of me doing that at another convention. I didn't have the space.
Hey, my first question is for Professor Membrane.
Yes?
Where did the idea of super toes come from?
My enormous brain. And the writer.
Thank you.
I did nothing on my own.
Professor Membrane, scientifically speaking, why is your son's head so large?
You'll have to ask his mother. I have no idea.
Hey Squidward, random question. What's your favorite superhero?
The two superheroes that Squidward was, and in the movie he's another superhero. I can't tell you what he is. But the volcano hit with the lava. Captain Magma, thank you so much. I depend on you for these things. Thank you for helping me. You got the box again.
This one flopped out, bomb pie. You hate him. He's gonna blow up. Why are you so sad?
Well, you see occasionally Squidward knows he goes too far, and that's when he actually, kind of softens up a little bit and tries to apologize. And he didn't want to kill SpongeBob. Figuratively, he does though. But no, he didn't. That's one of my favorite episodes. Dying for Pie. Had a great concept. He wanted pie from pirates.
Okay, two things. One thing is actually something really far back, and specifically in your bio, it's something that I personally my favorite. What were you doing there?
Well, in the movie stuff that we do, I work in an ADR group, which is a post-production group, and we do just what's called additional voices. It's not like a principal thing. So I couldn't remember really which characters we did. Like in Buzz Life, I can point out the very certain things that I did. But the Emperor's Group, that's kind of vague. Probably crowd stuff.
Second of all, are there any episodes of SpongeBob or any plotline with SpongeBob that didn't make it to the air and YouTube one way and another that the public just hasn't found out about yet?
There probably are, but I haven't found out about either. So I'm serious. They're struggling to come up with stuff all the time. Because as I say, episodic comedy eats up ideas like that. It's great.
Sometimes when you're like, something really bad happens or you're having a rough day, do you ever imagine Squidward's reaction to it? And when you do, does Squidward's misery ever bring you the same, like, joy it does comedic audiences everywhere?
It does. I love it. I respond the same way. That's why I say, his being my alter ego is fading away. I'm becoming him.
I also had one other question. Have you ever considered doing a podcast of maybe the greater scientific community as Professor Membrane?
You know, it's never really occurred to me, but I know a lot of my colleagues do podcasts, and it's something to really consider. Thanks for suggesting that.
All right, thank you.
Okay. Over there.
I have 2 questions for Squidward.
Okay, you had to pay for the second question.
Why doesn't Squidward wear pants?
Okay, let's gotta answer this very carefully. He's just drawn that way, like Jessica Rabbit.
And the second one is, my mom is a teacher, and she wanted me to ask, can you like tell them something?
Tell them something, the students?
Yeah.
Stay in school, because if you don't, you'll work at a fast food place with an idiot.
What will you react like if Godzilla destroyed Bikini Bottom?
Oh, a perfect day. Please step on this thing over here, the Krusty Krab, and me. Thank you, guys.
Request. We'll take a double, triple, multi-deluxe on a wrap, 4x4 animal style, extra shingle and shimmy and a squeeze, light acid grease, make it cry, burn it, and dance.
You want fries with that?
Can I get some more salt?
No. Get your look? No.
Hi, Squidward.
Hi.
Real question, how often do you get to improvise in the studio?
We have evolved a wonderful way to work. Say our script, 11-minute cartoon, is say 12 pages long. We'll do the first 2 pages exactly as written so the writers get what they want. Then we get to do what we call the crazy pass, which we can add stuff in there, whether it's tasteful or not. And we go the other way a lot of times. But oftentimes our improvs make it into the show. If you ever hear Squidward's tell a joke that he laughs at his own joke, we talk about hardware, I think, one time in Indy.
Hardware jokes.
That's always my ad.
This is a question for the professor.
Yes.
What do you think about the existence of alien life?
It's all alien to me. No power for you.
Okay, I thought of this concept for a good SpongeBob episode. Okay, after, SpongeBob annoys Squidward to a breaking point, after work, okay, this is the first part, after SpongeBob annoys Squidward, after work, after, Squidward goes to bed, he wakes up and finds that he woke up to an apocalyptic set ending in Bikini Bottom where everyone was just gone. Everyone was just gone. Oh, but, okay.
And, you know what you're describing?
What?
The movie.
Wait.
Who told you? I can't talk to you. I signed a non-disclosure agreement.
Wait. The twist ending is, Squidward wakes up and finds that didn't happen. And worse yet, it was SpongeBob who woke him up. I was asking for, Squidward's reaction for all 3 segments.
Watch any episode, you'll see the idea response. He's annoyed every single second of the day.
Thanks, Squidward.
My pleasure.
I'm a unicorn.
Oh, unicorn.
So I've been watching your show since I was a kid, and I watched the movie. And I
I've loved it, and as I've grown up, I've realized I'm more like Squidward than I ever.
This is the result of watching the show. You're dressing like this.
I remember watching it was like the behind-the-scenes documentary of the SpongeBob movie because I got the deluxe edition or whatever, and it said that you enjoyed laid-back bike riding. Do you still do that?
Enjoy.
Bike riding, but like.
Oh yeah. You're familiar with recumbent bicycles, so where you're kind of sitting in a recumbent position. I had one of those, and the creator saw me riding one day, and he thought it was a really great bicycle. So whenever you see Squidward riding a bicycle, it's that bike, and so which is the best bicycle in the world. You'll never go back to uprights, by the way. Okay.
Hello, Squidward. Hi. Okay, so quick thing. SpongeBob was in Sandy's Dome, and then he turned dry. But in the movie, he's outside in the outside world, but he doesn't turn dry.
In the movie, well, yeah, we know. We had a convention where anytime they went up above the water, it would be live action, and it would be a stick or something.
Yeah.
But every so often they forget that.
Okay, I was just wondering why.
That's why we have to have a magic porpoise in the second movie to change us so we can get around. 5 minutes, we have to let you guys go. Yes?
I was wondering what Squidward's thoughts are on the recent influx of police brutality in America.
It wasn't brutal enough because it didn't come to Bikini Bottom.
Yeah, well, just wait.
That was dark humor, wasn't it? Sorry.
How much would it cost to buy 3 of your self-portraits?
3 of in real life? Oh no, I know what you mean. Yeah, well, they're priceless. I couldn't possibly sell them unless you paid me a lot of money.
This one's for Squidward. If you could cosplay anybody above sea or under the sea, who would it be, and would you enjoy it?
Oh my gosh, that's a whole new concept, isn't it? I have to get back to you on that one. I got nothing on that. Sorry.
Next Q&A.
You're right. Okay. Next Q&A. Okay.
What would be Squidward's reaction to Bikini Bottom Purge?
Bikini Bottom Purge?
There's no one here.
What do you think about Squidward?
It's my arch rival in school and in real life. In Band Geeks, remember that? There was a moment where Squidward comes just before they go on stage, and Squidward is really freaked out about this. And it's not really a Squidward moment, but SpongeBob is doing this move where, and he cuts back to Squidward and says, "That's his eager face."
Thank you.
Okay.
Alright, so Squidward, during said purge, what kinds of crimes would you commit?
I would loot the music store, and I would, again, kill SpongeBob. I think it's a good opportunity.
Doomed by the main character complex. Leave him for the rest of your life.
Got nothing. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you so much for coming today. And on a slightly serious note, we oftentimes get a question: what would I say or give advice to young people wanting to either have a career in this field or anything else? And I always want to say to people, you have to, it's not a cliche, it sounds like one, but it's not. You have to pursue that dream. If you don't, you will all of your life think in the back of your head, what if? There only is one failure, and that's not trying. So I would encourage you, whatever you want to do in life, whatever you want to do this afternoon, pursue that until it either succeeds or doesn't quite succeed and go on and do something else. That was Freedom Talk number 74. Printed copies are available up here. Thank you so much for coming.